Welcome to another episode of Quick Shower, Lockdown Quick Shower. And today's episode is entitled, Let Not Your Heart Melt for Fear Within You. Do not let your heart melt because of fear during this time. During this coronavirus crisis, do not let your heart melt with fear. Do not let fear to do not allow fear to melt your heart. Okay, so we find in Joshua chapter 2 verses 11, we find a scenario where Rahab is talking to the the two spies that had come from the children of Israel. And Rahab says, "Oh my days, when our people, the people of Jericho, heard of your God, our hearts melted within us, and we did not even have the spirit or the courage to do anything. We just heard, and oh my days, we were paralyzed." So I want to ask today, Mama, what are you listening to? The children of Jericho, they did not see what the Lord did when the children of Israel crossed the Red Sea. They did not see these two kings dying that they destroyed. They did not see any of the cities that the children of Israel went through as they were coming towards Jericho. But they heard with their ears, and just hearing, their hearts melted within them for fear, and they were paralyzed. They could not do anything. So my question to you, Mama, is what are you listening to? What are you listening to? There is a study, link in my description, that was done in America, that actually people who listened to high frequency music had a higher chance of heart disease. Food for thought there, that what we hear actually affects the condition of our hearts. And it reminds me of a song that we used to sing when we were little in Sunday school. Oh, be careful, little ears, what you hear. Oh, be careful, little ears, what you hear. For the Father up above, He is looking down on you. So be careful, little ears, what you hear. And I want to say to you today, mamas, while all of this is going on, while we are on lockdown, be careful what you hear, because there's an enemy who roams around like a lion, seeking whom he may devour. So be careful what you are listening to. Be careful, because it does affect your heart. Be careful what you are listening to. And I wanted to kind of like encourage us that, we need to stay away. What are we hearing? Are we listening to the news all the time? Constant news feeds, constant fake news as well, constant Instagram feeds, constant Facebook feeds, all about the destruction and the statistics of the horribleness of this pandemic. Yes, we need information to make wise decisions. We need to listen to the news and information. But however, we do not have to be held captive by information. We need to make a decision. Decide. You could listen to the news once a day, say at 6 p.m., and then be sure to debrief yourself before you go to bed. Be sure to be right. Okay, right. I need to pray. I need to write my gratitude journal we spoke about before. I need to do a bit of exercise. Just debrief yourself from what you have taken in from the news segment you have listened to. And do not let your heart melt within you. It is a choice you have to make. No one can make it for you, because the news writers and the newsrooms, they're going to keep pumping the news. The people on WhatsApp are going to keep sharing and forwarding really horrible videos and stories about what's happening. But it's a choice that you have to make, Mama. Don't let your heart melt within you. Don't let fear cause your heart to melt within you. Another scripture that I wanted to read for us on our quick shower is Joshua 14 verse 8. Nevertheless, my brethren who went up with me made the hearts of the people melt, but I wholly followed the Lord. So this is now a different scenario. First, we had Rahab telling the spies of how they feared, but now we have a young man, Joshua, who is saying that the people who were with me, they caused other people's hearts to melt within them, but I followed the Lord. So my encouragement to you, Mama, is what are you telling people? What are you causing people to listen to? Do not cause other people's hearts to melt within them for fear. So do not be the one that forwards the messages that are are sad. Do not be the one that is peddling fear. Do not be the one that's forwarding messages that are so full of fear, that are full of horrible images. During this time, Mama, be the one that is forwarding encouragement. Be the one that is calling up a friend or family member and saying, how are you doing? And be an encourager. Do not be the one that speaks fear or allows another person to hear fear, causing their heart to melt within them. So just as you're getting yourself dried up in our quick shower, remember, don't let your heart melt within you for fear, and be careful, little ears, what you listen to, because that can affect your heart. Later, have fun, enjoy the rest of your day.